Hello, Sam-ariffic science fans! Today we're going to look at something that's been around for millions of years. This video will feature fish, monkeys, and humans, and literally every single vertebrate with 4 limbs. An owl is a type of vertebrate, so it will include me. Sam-ariffic science fans, today we're going to unfold the world of evolution. But before we begin, don't forget our goal of getting to 100 subscribers by January 1st, if possible. So, if you want to join in on that, then go down there and please subscribe. A lot of people believe that fish grew limbs and crawled out of the water millions of years ago. And this is true, but not totally true. Let's look at some of the real details of what happened. Have you ever noticed that fish have very delicate fins that don't look like they could support any weight? That's because they can't, but another type of fish certainly can. Soon after fish evolved into existence, they split into 2 separate groups. One group had fins that looked like the fish of today, but another group had much more sturdy fins. They were called lobefish. Originally, lobefish very much outnumbered their thin-finned fishy friends. But what changed to make it that you never see those fish now? While some were evolving into life in the weedy shallows, climates began to change, and all sorts of life in the ocean were totally wiped out. The weak-finned fish recovered, but the lobefish went extinct. But there was still a slightly evolved version of them living in the shallows. They eventually found their way on land, and every single type of land vertebrate evolved and started a whole new section on the tree of life. So, in reality, the evolution chart should look like this. Among all these vertebrae were chimpanzees, who supposedly share 98% of our DNA, but that's our second myth to get busted today. We definitely share a large amount of DNA with them, but not 98%. If that were the case, we could pull one cell from a chimp and one cell from a human, unfold the world of the chromosomes inside both cells, and read almost identical letters. But we couldn't. There would be many differences, and this is because scientists got lazy when they were analyzing. There were a few total chunks that were completely different, so scientists cut out those parts. Ultimately, they cut out 18% of chimp DNA and 25% of human DNA. These differences had appeared a lot since we split from our common ancestors years ago, which is where this chart comes in to bring us to the humans of today. Let's take a little look at the tree of life, but before we take it out, this doesn't have all the animals or even all the great apes, so be warned. Now, let's take a look at how close we are to chimpanzees. Yeah, pretty close. And even if we are 98% chimp, we are still great apes because we evolved from another type of great ape who evolved from a fish? Yeah, that still feels a little weird. But now let's look at some of the different stages of evolution. First up, obviously, is the chimpanzees. Slowly, the chimpanzees evolved to get smarter and smarter. They learned tool usage. They learned to make things like knives out of rocks, until thousands of years later, they evolved into Neanderthals. They were the step before cavemen and still had a few chimp-like traits. Next, we have cavemen. Some people say that this was its own step in evolution. Others say that they were just humans who hadn't invented a lot of things yet. So let's compare their brains. For unknown reasons, cavemen brains are a different shape but a similar size. Whether or not this affected their IQ is unknown. Finally, we have the humans we know today. There are other theories on evolution, such as where the original humans came from, and my personal favorite, did old humans have an advanced civilization and economy that once fell? Maybe even before evolution. Maybe this was take 2. Maybe there were steps in evolution we don't even know about. Anyway, that's about all for this video, Sam-ariffic science fans. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.